Welcome to the Fredericksburg Center of the Creative Arts, FCCA, Frederick Gallery, and the June 2021 Artist Choice Regional Juried All Media Exhibition. We appreciate you viewing this video, and we welcome your support of our nonprofit all-volunteer gallery with your membership and patronage. I'm Carol Morgan, curator of the FCCA Frederick Gallery. The FCCA is open Thursday through Friday, noon to 4, Saturday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., Sunday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., and on first Fridays with extended hours from noon to 8:30 p.m. We have replaced our in-person First Friday reception Juror Talk Awards with virtual presentations. Thanks to our videographer, David Kennedy, we can provide our Juror Talk and awards for public viewing on our FCCA social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, with a link on our website at www.fccagallery.org. During June, the FCCA Members Gallery is featuring Digital Creations, a trio show featuring Carolyn Beaver, Taylor Culler, and Robert Hunter. The June Artist Choice exhibition provided artists with an opportunity to submit work without a specific theme. This challenged the juror to select a limited number of works from many entries and to form a cohesive display of varied subject matter in our 3 gallery rooms. The gallery background and experience of our juror prepared her well for such a challenge. Alexis Shockely is a mother of 2, artist, outdoors and sports lover, avid cook, wife, and successful full-time working woman doing what she loves to do. Her passion for art has taken her many places over the years since graduating with her Master of Fine Arts from Radford University. Her current job is Arts Coordinator at VCU Health in Richmond, Virginia. Her art experience and expertise, both as a K-12 art teacher and former director at Gallery Flux in Ashland, Virginia, has allowed her to seamlessly take on the patient referrals for inpatient art interventions and apply her curatorial knowledge to maintain a healing environment within the hospital walls. Welcome back to the FCCA, Alexis Shockely, and thank you for providing us with your expertise as you selected this exhibit and awards. Alexis?
Welcome everybody. My name is Alexis Shockely. Thank you, Carol, for having me again at the FCCA. It's a pleasure to be here. It was wonderful. Thank you, artists, for submitting a beautiful collection of works for me to look over and enjoy. The Artist Choice subject was very exciting because it allowed me to see into each of you and what you consider to be a representation of your art. From your personality to your favorite subject matter to the mediums that you enjoy using. It was great to see all the different mediums. I was excited to see a lot of things that I wasn't familiar with before, which I thought I had seen everything. There was clay etching, which I had never seen before. Some, use of subject matter that was exciting. The movement was thrilling, something I've never seen put together with the mediums, with the movement, with the colors. It was a very exciting body of artwork to look through. Everything was great, and it was hard to make those final decisions. So let me take you through and show you the awards that I have given from first, second, and third to honorable mentions. All right, the first honorable mention that I would like to discuss and talk about is Universal Elixir by Tronja Anglero. This piece, when I first saw it digitally, it was overall just beautiful, from the excitement that's going on in the background, and then the prominent figure is was just so relaxing, soothing, and gave me this sense of peace after looking through a piece that has a lot going on, but the a lot going on isn't a bad thing. It could be. It could have gotten very busy and overworked, but the artist was wonderful at keeping the brush marks really soft, the colors muted in most of the places, from in this area. The grays that she used really allowed the figure to give you that breath of fresh air and that place to just relax. And you can actually see that piece in her face. And the artist did a wonderful job at evoking the peacefulness that this woman has found in this beautiful landscape that she's created, almost whimsical. All right, our next honorable mention that I would like to talk about is this piece here, Test 003 by Gavin Hartin from Spotsylvania, Virginia, and it's acrylic on canvas. How could you not smile when you see this painting? The colors paired with the black and white takes me back to, you know, cartoons from my childhood. The early Mickey Mouse just brings me joy, but also the evolution of the emotions that this character is going through, from the smiling to nervous smiling, excited from the movement, to almost scared or surprised. It's special. I also just am interested to get into the artist's head on why this one character has this movement to it. They all have their own face showing pretty fully. This one is moving and has the layers reaching for this flower. Maybe there's nothing to it. Maybe it was just what the artist wanted to do, and that's absolutely wonderful as well. The choice of the sunflowers, which represents happiness and joy, makes you just be happy, you know, even though you have these other faces. Overall, just a wonderful piece that makes, I can imagine anyone coming in this gallery smile. It's a successful piece. All right, the next honorable mention I would like to talk about is this beautiful photograph by Valery Logan from Fredericksburg, Virginia, titled Andalusian Canter. As you can see when you first look at this photograph, it's striking, both from the negative space that is just stark white, but also the colors of the horse just blend and complement the negative space so beautifully. The photograph, both the composition of the horse coming in from the left, the movement of the mane, the way the nose is pointing down, you don't need anything in the background, and it was really special that the artist knew to, whether this negative space existed before or she did that with the photograph herself, it was a wonderful touch that allowed the horse to really be highlighted in this photograph. All right, the final honorable mention that I would like to talk about is this lovely painting by Ellyn Wenzler from Spotsylvania, Virginia. Acrylic on canvas, Verdant is the title. Not only is this piece beautifully presented, which is always a delight, but the colors are just joyful, and the artist could have gotten carried away with this design by not leaving this wonderful white negative space, but it takes an artist to really know when to stop, and this artist really did that. And I think that this gestural drawing is exactly the right size for this space. I love the pops of the rust orange red within. It allows the green to really accentuate the piece, therefore the use of Verdant as the title. The really thin black lines, it's not distracting, but it's there, and it allows the artist to create these little blocks of color. I absolutely love this piece, and happy to give it the honorable mention. All right, the third place award goes to this wonderful ink on clayboard piece by Phyllis Graudszus, and she is from Unionville, Virginia, titled Rest Beckoning. This piece, which once you see a close-up of it, and you can just see it exudes peacefulness, it has a mood to it. Mostly, not only just because of it being black and white, but also the light that's coming in from the window, the face on the man, what he's pondering, the movement in the background. It has this peacefulness, it has an eeriness, it has a calmness, almost a reclusiveness as well, which is just, it's beautiful. The mark making, hopefully you'll be able to see it if you come in here or in this video when you get a close-up of it. the tediousness of the mark making that the artist went through to just grasp this piece is just beautiful. The light hitting the books, the light hitting the chair. There's a little bit of light on his face that you can see that he's really pondering whether he is going to take a little bit of a rest on this calm day. Looks like he needs a rest. So the narrative also that is created is something to ponder as well. Is he wanting to sit down, take a nap? Does he need a rest? Is he tired? What is he tired from? Just a beautiful piece, Phyllis, and congratulations. All right, second place award goes to Keith Beale from Burke, Virginia, and this beautiful watercolor titled Eastern Market. This painting really struck me as interesting because of the subject matter that he chose to paint. Normally you would see the street and you would just buzz right through it. You wouldn't stop to photograph it. It wouldn't be anything you ever thought that you would want to paint. But like still lifes that have unique flowers or things that, unique objects, this landscape, or cityscape should I say, has taken ordinary, forgotten subjects and made them into a beautiful painting that was just painted so well. What drew me in, besides the city that he chose to paint and the subjects, is the shadow pattern that he has going down the roadway. I assume that he probably accentuated it a little bit, which I think is a great choice, but also the narrowness of the roadway and how it gets very narrow and almost closed off that you don't even know if you can get out down there. Also with a watercolor, I paint with watercolor often, so I appreciate the detail that is very difficult to get with it. The choice to eliminate objects. So I'm sure that Keith, there were many different things, objects, cars, maybe extra trash cans, or maybe there weren't and he added them. I appreciate the addition or the elimination of objects in this painting that made the cityscape come together as a balanced and beautiful piece. Hopefully you can come in and see all the wonderful detail of this painting. Great job, Keith. All right, I am pleased to share with you the first place award. Piece goes to Tulips, Yesterday, Today, Tomorrow by Rhone-Kubarek. She is from Fredericksburg, Virginia. And the moment I saw this piece, I was just blown away. I connected with it immediately. I'm not quite sure why. It's just beautiful, and it evokes in me happiness, sadness. It puts me through the emotions, which a piece of art should always evoke some sort of emotion in you, and this one prominently brings me joy, but also the longer I look at it, it has me contemplating life from the yesterday, today, tomorrow, whether this is a representation of our life in our influx of changing and growing, and we're born, we live, and we die. So to me, it's a representation of both flowers, a still life, but also our lives. And I know that she did this during the pandemic, and maybe that was a process that she was going through. It's always interesting to think about the artist and what they may be thinking about emotionally, and maybe not. I also, if we talk about the subject matter, not the subject matter, but the medium, I should say, the screen print is just beautifully done. I love how she used white lines instead of black lines to highlight the muted colors that she used. Leading into the muted colors, I love that she used soft colors, not vibrant. I think that the softness in these pastel colors works with the story that she's telling. Had they been really bright colors, I don't know if I would have been drawn to it as much. So the color choices, the placement of the grid windows, or maybe the pictures in the background off to the left, draws your eye continually as the flowers wilt and droop. Just a beautiful piece, both subject matter, story, medium, presentation, everything is just wonderful about this piece. So great job, Sally, and thank you so much for your work.
I want to thank you, Alexis, for picking a beautiful exhibition and for selecting awards and for making the trip up from Richmond on a Sunday afternoon. You folks in our area know that that's a challenge. I want to invite all of our audience to please come in and see the show in person. You can appreciate fully the beautiful textures, the surface treatment, and the presentation of these works. Thank you. We hope to see you next month.
The Fredericksburg Center for the Creative Arts, where art and history meet.